here with yet another video that I hope will help you, that no matter where you are in your journey, that this video finds you on your healing journey, your spiritual journey, your everyday walk of life journey, wherever you are. I don't know, but I hope that it finds you when you need it. Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tanya. A lot of times we want relationships and we want connections, but we're not quite ready for it. How do I know when I'm ready for a healthy relationship connection? One, when you don't need any validation from anybody. You are whole, all by yourself. Not 50% of a person, not 30% of a person, but 100% you and your existence and your well-being is matched. Your insides match your outside, and you just feel good about who you are. Number two, you are just fine with being alone. Anybody that comes into your life only adds to your life because your life is already fulfilled. You're happy with who you are, you're content with who you are. So you're fine with being by yourself. So you're in the best position to attract the person that you want. Number three may be difficult to hear, but celibacy is important because we get enmeshed with people who have energy from that previous person that's not always good. And we don't understand how the energy is affecting us, but it does. One of my cousins, I remember her sending me the book called The Weight. I thought she was crazy for sending that book. And I was like, I'm not practicing celibacy. I'm like, why do I need to practice celibacy? Like, why is that even important? Trust me, on your spiritual journey, on your healing journey, celibacy is important. Shout out to my cousin who sent me that book, who had me to have an aha moment about how important that actually is on your healing journey. We want to put ourselves in a position to be able to attract a wonderful person, a wonderful mate, a wonderful partner. Not that we go out in pursuit of doing this. Here's what it looks like when we're not healed from previous situations, relationships, connections, childhood wounds, any of those type of things. We're not healed from that yet. So this is what it looks like in the dark, full of pain and hurt. And we're carrying that around. And we don't know that we're carrying it around, but we are. And so when we don't take time to take account of all of the pain that people have inflicted on us, that we've inflicted on ourselves, then we don't know that we don't know. All of us have a dark and light version within us. The dark and light version of us is something that we want to integrate. We don't reject the darker side of ourselves and just accept the lighter version of who we are, but we accept both sides. The integration of the dark as well as the light side of who we are. You're carrying around a lot of shadow, a lot of hurt and pain from previous connections. And so when you don't allow that to heal, then it's being transferred over into the next relationship. And that next relationship is more likely to be similar of that of the past. And so we wonder why we don't have healthy connections, because we keep on seeing the same type of person with a different face and a different body, but the energy is the same. In order for you to elevate yourself up out of that energy, then it's best that you take account of the things that are already in you that needs to be healed. All of the traumas, all of the pain, the dark shadows of what we've been exposed to for so many years. Time to heal the pain that's been in our bodies for so long, from childhood to teenager years to adulthood. And then we go into connections and relationships expecting to have a healthy dynamic. Well, it's difficult to do that when you're in the dark phases of your life and not clearing out anything of the past. And so this, of course, brings to the awareness of the thing that needs to be done, because she's beautiful on the outside, but the inside needs so much work. The inside needs so much healing. You're going to be a mirror to the person that comes into your life. I know this may be hard to hear, but whatever we have inside of us, we pull in the other person to match our vibration. And if it doesn't seem like it, but that's the cycle that I'm talking about earlier. That's the cycle that we continuously keep ourselves in. You'll know based on whether or not you have given yourself an opportunity to take time in between relationships to allow yourself to heal from those relationships and connections. And that way, when you meet your person, when you meet your partner, then you will be feeling your best. And so then you can ultimately decide, then you can ultimately see for yourself clearly if whether or not that person is aligned to you. And whenever we're broken within, whenever we're operating from a darker side of who we are, the pain, and who we are, and we don't know that we're doing this, then it's hard to see clearly. It's hard to see clearly when you don't give yourself space and time to be able to see that. The light is there, ready to illuminate. It's always there. It's always there. But the light will be dim until you're actually ready to heal yourself, my love. But you can do this. So now is the time to take your time to be able to give yourself the opportunity to heal. Beautiful you. Beautiful you. Yes, you are. You want the inside of you to match the beautiful outside of who you are. How do we get there? By taking time for self-love, by taking time for self-care, by giving yourself the opportunity to stop, to pause, and to do some reflection. And a lot of times that requires you to be alone. That requires you to be by yourself for a while. That requires you to journal your feelings, your thoughts, and to just be with you. When you learn to be with yourself and you truly learn to love yourself, oh my goodness, the person that can come in can love you just as much as you love yourself. And emphasizing how important it is to take time for yourself. Meditation becomes so important. Journaling becomes so important. That alone time becomes invaluable for you to be able to get in touch with all of those aspects that are inside of you, that have come through once you allow yourself the time to be quiet and still and see what's inside of me, what needs to be healed. Allow that inner voice and that inner child come to the surface in your own time, your still time. In order to go deep, sometimes within this work, we need support. You can rely on a friend, a therapist, a coach, whomever, a significant other in your life that can help you to get through this. But one thing you know for sure is that you want to keep going forward. Don't stop there. Don't stay in darkness. Don't stay in the pain. Push through the pain and work through it as best you could, so that way you can get on the other side when it's a lot sweeter. Being whole, healed, joyful, content, feeling the love of self. Of self. First and foremost. I love this for you. You are blending and you are a mixture of dark and light, and you know how to operate in your feminine energy and your masculine energy. You integrate both of them so beautifully because you've healed yourself. You are no longer trapped by your past. Your past no longer has a hold on you. No longer seeks love in places that leaves her empty. She becomes love itself. The hands that once reached outward now rest over her own heart. Ready, whole, enough. She walks forward, not as the woman she was, but as the woman she was always, always meant to be. Radiant, rooted, free. Her journey was never about finding someone else. It was always about returning home to herself. Please, if you find any value, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Till the next video. Bye for now.